It's a little bus.
Oh my God, oh my God. It's so easily available and I can hear it every single night outside my window. People doing smart whips in the car going psh, psh, psh.
We've got about 450 bottles here. I would say we've got a pandemic.
Where I live, around Birmingham, they're all over the kids' playground, which doesn't sit well with me.
You lose your sensation, you lose your mobility, you become like a baby again. And that 5-second buzz is not worth it for what it's done to my life now.
What we're going to do is ban nitrous oxide.
I think it'll be a deterrent and it'll stop the youth from actually being able to access it as well.
If it makes it harder for me to buy it, great.
You get people smoking cannabis openly. It doesn't stop them, knowing that it's illegal.
We know who the bad guys are, we know what they're selling, but we're not making arrests. So in what way is any of this going to change?
We call it fast gas, call it laughing gas. Nowadays you get them as smart whips.
I'm really not interested in it, but it's quite popular because it's accessible and easy and quick.
When you take NOS, all of your surroundings sort of warp together. It's a very psychedelic feeling. I mean, it's at every party you can imagine.
Three cars, really tough. The result of what happens of taking nitrous gas. You can see this is the result, my dear brothers and sisters. Stay away from this nonsense.
Maybe in a week, I would do about 600 canisters. And I just couldn't walk, I couldn't use my hands. I can't do nothing for myself at the moment. It's not like I can get up and walk out my house.
If you come to Birmingham, come to Ladypool Road, man.
This is Ladypool Road. Just like that car that I drove past there, you see a lot of them doing smart whips in their cars.
Got the BBC in the car. Catch me on the news.
I just met him because he was a bit sad. And then I said, you know what, mate? I know how we cheer you up, mate. A good old smile with, mate. It's a little buzz. I'll be honest, yeah, it's like any intoxicant. You get a little adrenaline buzz out of it. It takes you out of your own little boring self and brings you into a lively self.
Why do you do it in your cars?
It's hidden, isn't it? Otherwise, you'll give a bad reputation for the area, because then people would think there's too many idiots about. And that's why we do it in a car, because it's a bit low-key, not everybody can see. Cannabis is a lot safer than small whips, but I've been caught recently, and now the only secret thing I can do is probably small whips, because it doesn't stay in your pistol for too long. You know what? Me and him actually quit small whips not too long ago, because it actually almost paralyzes us in both our legs. If you do that for regular intervals, what happens is it really takes a toll on your nerves. It should be done with.
Come on, man, get in.
Okay.
This is Ladypool Road, mate. It's like where all the Asian, mainly Asian, like South Asian people come to have a good time, you know what I mean? It's just like there's loads of food places, a lot to do, you know what I mean? A bit of atmosphere, good company, you know? I'm shooting a movie right now, bro. Well, you'd be surprised though, like, you think that how many people are actually doing this. Some people do it because they want to have a good time, innit? The feeling that this gives you, it's like crack. It makes you feel like delusional in a sense. Like, you just feel you're bare floaty. You don't feel real. I like the buzz from it, but certain people do it for different reasons. I've seen what this thing can do to people. You see how people change. Do you know what I mean? It's got its own power.
Most people do it in their cars because of like, they come from like backgrounds where their families are quite religious and they just like meet up and like just sit there doing smart whips together because they can't do it at home. I feel like in Birmingham, it's definitely a lot worse than any other place that I've been to. I've not really like seen it on like this kind of like scale. Oh my God, oh my God.
Are you okay to do the interview?
Let me just finish this balloon and then I'm good. I started doing it thinking that's okay because everyone else is doing it. It's not even classified as an actual drug, so I thought it can't be that bad if it's not even illegal. It's become so prevalent in the Muslim communities as well because it's not mentioned in the Quran, so it's like, okay.
Do you buy Smart Whip yourself from the shops?
Yeah, I do. To be honest, I kind of just go in, I say hello, I get my Smart Whip and I leave. It's just like an everyday kind of thing, like buying milk. We barely ever really exchange. If anything, they just say, hello, how are you? It literally is just going to the corner shop to just get your grocery shop. Some shops will just sell to anyone. Some shops are a bit more discreet. Some shops will only sell it to people that they know. It really just depends on the shop, I think.
Would you say that you do it for fun or that you're addicted to it?
It definitely started off as doing it for fun, but it actually ended up like being like one of the most addictive, like nastiest things I've ever come across. It's just balloon after balloon after balloon. And it got to the point where we'd stop to go get a takeaway or something like that, and I wouldn't even stop doing balloons whilst I was eating. I would eat and then huff on the balloon, and then eat and then huff on the balloon. My friends started cutting me off. Even like the Smart Whip shops were barring me from buying Smart Whips because they were concerned. I was having seizures and still doing them. I stopped praying. I took off my hijab temporarily. I just became like a completely different person. I didn't really care about anything or anyone at the time. Now it's just gotten to the point where I'm kind of like just doing it to like make the days go by because I've started to get a bit depressed, to be honest with you. I don't know whether I'm just like trying to justify that I'm still doing it as like, oh, well, I'm just weaning myself off it slowly, or whether I'm still like low-key a little bit addicted. I really can't tell which it is now. This is not some sort of get-out-of-jail-free card where you can sit there and party with your friends and you're not technically committing any sin because you're not drinking alcohol or smoking weed, because it's just as bad.
Guys, follow me, and I'm going to show you something. This is just 1.5 weeks worth of not litter picking, but bottle picking that we did. We've got about 450 bottles here. And I could have built an extension to the house with the remaining space I've got here. My name's Naveed Sadiq. I'm a local community activist. I would say we've got a pandemic. We grew up as Muslims that any form of intoxication is a no-no. In our area, it's predominantly Muslim, and I'm assuming a lot of the kids use it because their parents will never find out. It's not like cannabis or alcohol. If you go back home and you walk into your house and you smell of cannabis or you smell of alcohol, with this, if nobody knows, it's untraceable. So this is why I feel a lot of people are doing it, especially in our community, that they've had a little bit of a gasp, a little bit of a giggle, and nobody knows. You can go back home and nobody will know, none the wiser. come with me. I'll show you what these places look like and where you can find these things. If you are looking for somewhere that's selling smart whip, look out for the 24-hour shops. In a span of a mile, we've got one here on the right-hand side, literally 5-6 shops away from it. You've got another 24-hour shop. They have a uniform look, flashing lights, bottles of water outside, beach balls, but we got no beach. That's their franchise look. These guys are obviously clearly showing you that there's a supply and there's a demand. When you go into it, it's not like a Mars bar that you'll see it on display. You just turn around and say, I'd like some bottle of Smart Whip. Whether they've got it underneath the counter or whether they get it from the back of the storerooms, they'll have it. There is no questions. It's too easy. It's like buying a pint of milk. That's how easy it is.
This is the man. Cut my hair since the age of 16.
Yeah, man.
He gave me the name of Abib.
Yeah, man.
It's the vibe, the haircut. You ain't gonna get pressure. When I was using nitrous oxide, life kind of took a turn. My mental health was really bad. And a year prior to that, I lost my mum. Even after my mum died, for about over a year, like, I was in denial, and I would sometimes pick up the phone and I would ring the number to see if she answers. And I think it's that stage of denial that really hit hard. Because it lasted so long, and I didn't speak to anyone about it. The other guy, you know, when you have a haircut, it gives you confidence.
He has never cheated on me. He's a loyal customer.
But, you know, sometimes you just want the easy way out. That became like a coping mechanism for me. So every time I felt low, down, boom, I'm taking it. That's how you start stuff you do, you know, over the weekend. Then you bring one of the weekdays in, and the next thing you know, you're doing 5 out of 7 days, and then you end up doing 7 days a week. It literally freezes your brain. And I've had times where I've actually like blacked out from taking so much nitrous oxide that I've woken up after like an hour, 2 hours. Just a little empty from the most I've taken nitrous oxide in one night, I feel 12 canisters to myself. And after that night, that's when my symptoms have started to come through. It took me about 8 months before I became really sick. I came in here with a wheelchair. I couldn't feel my feet. I was always cold. Pins and needles just spread all across your body. You're constantly tired. And I wasn't able to eat my food. I couldn't shower myself. I had lost all my independence. And that 5-second buzz, it is not worth it for what it's done to my life now. Every day, from Monday to Friday, I have my physio sessions, my gym, I have my psychology sessions. I have sessions where, you know, where they help me start to get my independence back. Well, they encourage you to get your independence back. So, like, you know, they would tell you, okay, maybe if you do it like this way, it makes it easier for you. So, you know, they here is really, really supportive. So long as I've stood up without crutches. Everything's on my bed, everything's a mess at the moment right now because I'm just literally packing, leaving today to go to my new place. I've had a long journey here, 3 months. It's been emotional, it's been up and down. But I'm going back into the community where I'll hopefully be back to being independent again. I wasn't able to do this before. I wasn't able to roll my own cigarettes. I had to get someone else to roll, or if not, to buy my own cigarettes before. Like, I had no sensations in my fingers, like no response, nothing. I think it's just come downstairs, come to pick me up to take me to my new accommodation.
How does that feel?
Bit tense. How long? Yeah, right now, heavy traffic. I know he'll make it. He will. Sister. I'm gone now, yeah?
Nice looking
This is my Hunter's Moor girlfriend.
No, I'm the nurse looking after him. And I'm so pleased, Danny. And here you are, going home now.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna miss you guys the most, I'm telling you. I think they're hitting me here, but I think when I get out from here and go home, probably have a little cry in the night. Thank you.
We're at City Hospital and we're going to see a patient of mine who I saw earlier this week who's come in with a nitrous oxide-induced, what we call myeloneuropathy. Roughly how much had you used, would you say?
Well, we're 4 of us, so we share about 5 to 6 balls like this.
Five or six of these kind of things,
between
yeah?
us.
Yeah, okay.
2 weeks after that, I start getting weakness, high fever,
Yeah.
and vomiting. My family didn't like it, and they realized I was sleeping long hours.
Mm-hmm.
My sister helped me to come to the hospital. I got admitted. To save myself, to be honest, I got this.
With the frame, yeah.
Yeah, this frame. I'll go have a shower with it.
Yeah.
You know, guys, you don't want that. You know, young guys, I'm telling you, you don't want that.
This is an MRI scan of his cervical spine. This is the jaw. This is the back of the head here. The way I think about this is almost like if you think the spinal cord is an electrical cable with insulation around the outside. When you lose that normal myelin sheath, which is the insulation, because of the functional B12 deficiency, that means the electrical signals don't travel properly down from the brain through the spinal cord to your nerves. And that's exactly why the patient presents with tingling in their hands or feet, or difficulty walking, or unable to walk. Last week I was cycling between hospitals and literally picked up these cylinders. What has really changed is people used to find these all over the place. It's actually hard to find these ones because everyone's shifted to the big cylinders. One of these blue ones is, 75 times the dose of one of these little silver ones. The difficulty then is actually how you explain risk, because some people can come to harm allegedly after only using a balloon with one cylinder. Equally, I've seen patients maybe using 6, 7 of these a day for weeks. And the other issue, the cost has plummeted. They were retailing at 50 quid, but now more like 25 quid. If you look at the data from last year, it actually suggests nitrous oxide use has gone down a bit now. It may be that there's a smaller number, but of super users, and that's why we're seeing more patients coming in. So maybe less people are using it, but those that are using it are just using more of it. So literally, while we're talking, I've had another referral, someone else with nitrous oxide abuse, 22, using up to 6 large canisters, so I take that to be smart whips between friends, who's come in with 1 week history of weakness and numbness in his feet. He's been using nitrous oxide regularly for the last 4 months. What are we doing, And it's just wrong. It's and this is absolutely avoidable neurological harm. It's just crazy.
Hey guys, so this is me administering a vitamin B12 injection.
Come and watch how I do my B12 injections.
I get my B12 shot done about once a month.
Oh.
Hey guys, so once again, I'm here to talk to you guys about vitamin B12 and what exactly it is. So if we start off, it's a little red vitamin bottle and it's filled with literally all the vitamins that you need to get yourself back on track.
I've been given vitamin B12 shots since January this year.
I seen a gap in the market where I realised, and I knew quite a lot of people that would be on balloons. I would roughly say I see about 8-9 clients per day.
It's just this sum, right?
7 of them are coming to me for balloons. I think a lot of people choose to come to me just because I offer a lot more discretion in comparison to what a GP would. Because there's no notes of it, there's no written record of it other than my records. I think my main source of income through my business has been vitamin B12. It's mainly people that take balloons.
Luckily, I've actually not experienced too many health effects. I've not been paralysed or had any nerve damage. I've started taking B12 shots as a precaution. These are intramuscular injection needles, which this part gets filled up with B12, and this part obviously goes into your thigh muscle, arm-like muscle, depending on, well, which one you have a more muscle collection. And that's basically just like how you prevent the effects of nerve damage from the smart whips.
Hello.
Hey Ali, how's it going?
Not bad. Welcome to my new home. The only decent place in this house is the kitchen right now. Everywhere else I'm just waiting for flooring and painting as well. It is a lot of work, but it's a home that I'm going to be in here for a while.
How's your recovery?
So my recovery, it's been up and down. So last week I wasn't well. My energy level dropped. I feel my B12 dropped. Spoken to the doctor, so he said it's normal for your recovery to go up and down. It's completely normal. He goes, this is the effect of taking nitrous oxide. A couple of hours ago, I just received some news. One of our close friends has passed away from taking nitrous oxide. The night before, he was taking a lot of smart whips. The next day, he didn't wake up. He died. And I just got the news a couple of hours, just a few hours ago, I just got the news that he passed away. At first, I was in denial. I said, nah, you're winding me up. Nah, you can't. Because only last week I spoke to him. Literally last week I just spoke to him. He was one of them people that would always say, hey, it won't happen to me. I'll be okay. Nothing's going to be bad. Look, I'm taking B12. And what a way to die, from balloons.
Now, nitrous oxide is set to be a banned drug.
It's right that we have a zero-tolerance approach to drugs. That's what the government is doing, and I'm glad that we are banning nitrous oxide today.
I don't really see things changing. The law needs to be more concentrating on those who are selling it than those who are consuming it, because those who are consuming it are only consuming it because it's so easily accessible. You get people smoking cannabis openly. It doesn't stop them, knowing that it's illegal, and driving. So I don't really think it's going to make much difference until we actually get to the root cause of the problem, which is the seller. As soon as we get them out of the shops, I think we will see the difference in our community.
Even when they become illegal and the laws change, I still think those shops are going to sell them anyway because they're quite secretive about it. If it makes it harder for me to buy it, great, because that means I'm more likely to just stop doing it fully. I believe that nitrous oxide should be a higher class than a Class C drug. It's like an actual, nationwide serious problem, to the point where I think a classification of C is just a bit ridiculous. It should at least be like a B. People are a product of their environment at the end of the day. How am I expected to stop fully when it's literally just all around me? I'm trying my best, but it's just near impossible.
I think the banning of nitrous oxide, I don't actually think will make a material difference where I am in Birmingham. We could restrict the supply, so in the same way some years ago we got worried about the number of deaths from people taking paracetamol overdoses. So if you go to the chemist, you can only get 2 packets of paracetamol. The number of paracetamol deaths has dropped by 42%. So that's restricting supply rather than banning it. And I think that would make a big difference. I just don't think criminalising users is going to help because they're going to be reluctant to seek the health advice which they need. What we should be doing is dealing with this as a public health issue.
It's going to make a difference. It is. Especially with the shops that sell them, they're going to slow down because they're not going to risk everything else that's going on within themselves. Even the ones that don't stop, everything else will be slowed down a bit. You see Ladypool Road, the road itself's got life without it. So even if when the balloons go, it'll still be busy, it'll still be popping, but not so much of, people driving reckless. It will make a change. And I'm looking forward to the future now, with recovering fully, being able to gain my full independence back, being able to walk without any aids. So I'm excited for the future.
My first ever drink was in my mum.
Belly button bump.
If you work hard, you can party hard.
They're not coming through my door.
The Open University explores 5 big questions about drug use and drug policy. Go to bbc.co.uk/drugs and follow the links to the Open University.